Good lemonade. Or is it good lemonade? Why aren't these ice cubes melting? Am I in a dream? Am I lucid dreaming? Do I have a sleep disorder?
Good afternoon. My name is Beckham James.
And I'm Cate Gallen.
I'm Steve Nikolaevsky.
And today we'll be talking about dreams, lucid dreams, and sleep disorders. So Beckham, what is a dream?
I'm glad you asked. Well, dreams are strands of pictures, images, different things that run in your head, emotions that happen in your head during sleep. So, why do we dream?
Why do we dream?
Well, this question is actually a pretty common one. And it's because there is no answer to this question. There's no way to prove it yet. While you're dreaming, you use the subconscious part of your mind. And this means it's pretty hard for you to multitask. So when you're in your dream, you can't be wondering why you're having this dream. So, there are a couple different theories that actually help us think why we have the dreams that we do. The first one is Sigmund's theory of dreams. Now, basically, this theory states that dreams help us express our deepest desires. They help us show our true emotions or help us show motivation that's really deep down inside of us. Now, this is a really popularly supported theory, but it's also pretty hard for some people to understand when the first dream that you remember is one where you're riding a bicycle in the middle of the ocean. So, there are also a couple other different theories. Now, some are not widely supported, some are. But these are a couple basic ones. Dreams can help you show what you really love. They can help reflect your life, or once again, they help you just show your true emotions. So, why exactly do we dream? Well, this right here is a brain. Now, the red, yellow, and green parts are all parts of the neocortex. Now, the neocortex helps you visualize and have sensory perception. Some parts of the brain help you visualize illusions, others make you hear things, and others help you feel like you're touching things. Now, this would make sense to have in a dream because if you can't visualize something, if you can't act like you're hearing something, you're not going to be able to dream in general. You can't dream without actually seeing, if that makes sense. So, a second part of dreaming is REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep. Now, basically, if you close your eyelids and you start moving your eyes around pretty rapidly, it actually takes a lot of brain power. Now, your body makes you do this to your eyes self-consciously about 4 to 5 hours into your sleep, and this is when REM sleep happens. Now, during REM sleep, brain waves go a lot shorter and faster. Now, this would actually make sense because your eye movements are shorter and faster. This helps stimulate your brain a lot more. Therefore, it causes you to have more dreams, think about more things. So the average adult sleeps for around 8 to 10 hours. Now, during these 8 to 10 hours, they can have 3 to 5 dreams. Sometimes 5 even goes up to 7. Now, dreams usually last for 10 to 30 minutes. This total adds up to around 100 minutes of dreams per night. Now, we learned about, in this little section, the neurocortex and how it helps with the brain, and REM sleep. Now, there's also different theories about dreams, but that's really up for you to decide. There are actually 2 different types of dreams: regular dreams and lucid dreams.
There is one main difference between regular dreams and lucid dreams, and that is, during lucid dreaming, you are lucid. Now, lucidity is described as having control over your dreams in terms of lucid dreaming. See, in a regular dream, you are sort of on autopilot. It's like you're watching a movie play out in your brain. But during lucid dreams, you have control over what you're dreaming. This has many appeals to people, such as you're able to do things that you wouldn't be able to do in the real world, like flying and other things. Another way that this can be used is by learning things in your dreams, like learning to speak another language. Now, the study of lucid dreams is still very much in its infancy. We've known that lucid dreams have been around for thousands of years, but the technology has just been created to study them. What we do know as of now is what regions of the brain are affected. These include the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the bilateral frontopolar prefrontal cortex, the precuneus, the inferior parietal lobules, and the supramarginal gyrus. Whoa, what a mouthful. These regions of the brain are mainly associated with attention, planning, and self-consciousness. Now, one interesting thing that has been found is that during lucid dreams, the areas of the brain that have increased activity, shown here in red, are very similar to those in somebody who is awake.
As you can notice, some of these parts of the brain are actually also parts of the neurocortex.
Now, how, you may ask, are lucid dreams triggered? Because scientists need to induce a lucid dream to study a lucid dream. One of these methods is reality checks, or reality testing. One way you can do this is by trying to poke your index finger through your palm. If it goes through, you're dreaming. Or you can count your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 10 fingers, so I'm awake. But are you awake? Why don't you go take a reality test right now? Try pushing your index finger through your palm or counting your fingers. The next way that lucid dreams can be induced is through the mnemonic induction of lucid dreams. This includes saying an affirmation and is often used in combination with our next method, the wake back to bed method. Here are some affirmations which are stated during the wake back to bed method. During the wake back to bed method, scientists will wake up the participant during REM sleep, and they will have them state these affirmations. I am lucid dreaming, and I will lucid dream tonight. This ups the chance of the participant having a lucid dream. The final method, which is also the most unreliable method, is the method of external stimulation. So, external stimulation involves putting a lucid dream mask, which is a mask that has flashing lights on. They put this mask on somebody who's in REM sleep, and the theory behind this is that this mask will induce a lucid dream. Now, I would say take this method lightly, because if you really want to have a lucid dream, it's not the most reliable. Well, we've talked about the good parts of sleep, such as dreaming, good dreams, and lucid dreams. But lucid dreams can turn bad really quickly, and your sleep can also have a bunch of problems.
And these are known as sleep disorders. There are many different sleep disorders out there, but they usually follow these common criteria. Having problems with the timing of sleep. For example, going to sleep at 1 in the morning and waking up at 3 a.m. Probably some bad timing on there. And also we have bad quality of sleep. For example, not getting good rest or just having horrible good rest sleep. And then also the amount of sleep that you're getting. For example, both of these two different examples are both common sleep disorders, which is having too much sleep, like 15 hours of sleep a night, or too little sleep, like 3 hours of sleep a night. But we have a story here. We have Jimmy. And so let's say hello to Jimmy. Jimmy's coming up on the stage with us. Say hello. And Jimmy is cool. He likes to play soccer. He also likes to go for runs. He likes to hang out with his friends. He's really social. He just likes to do all these cool sorts of things. And he's also a great student. he focuses in class, he has good grades, and overall, he's just a great guy. But underneath that nice smile of his, there's something below the surface. He's tired, he's sleepy, less efficient. He just can't fall asleep. He's having problems with his lack of focus, and all the activities that he used to be able to do, he won't do anymore. He used to be able to play soccer, but now he decides not to show up to practice because he's too sleepy. He wants to go for runs, but he can't do so anymore because he's too tired. He just wants to take a nap. And the social time that he used to have, he now makes up excuses for it to hang out with his friends. And finally, his great academic career is now coming to an end because he is no longer focusing, losing concentration, and his good grades are now dwindling. So, what does Jimmy have? Jimmy has the most common sleep disorder in the world. It is insomnia, represented by this chart right here. 35 out of every 100 adults currently are affected by insomnia. So, you might be asking, what is insomnia? And, well, in simplest terms, insomnia is having less restful sleep. For example, not getting enough sleep, feeling tired, or going to sleep and waking up, but still feeling that really tiredness. But what are the causes for insomnia? Insomnia can be caused by stress. It can also be caused by irregular sleep schedules. For example, going to bed at 1 in the morning and waking up at 3 a.m. Probably not the best sleeping schedule when you have school the next day. And also, we have anxiety and depression. And our next bullet point is bad sleeping habits. If you're waking up to do TikToks until 3 in the morning and then wake up at 4 a.m. for school, probably not a good idea. So please try to stay off TikTok for 8 hours a night. Don't do that. That's a bad sleeping habit. But another cause of insomnia, which is somewhat common, is side effects to certain medications. Certain medications that people take for different diseases can cause this insomnia. However, insomnia isn't the only sleep disorder. There is hypersomnia, which is basically the exact opposite of insomnia. This consists of being too much sleep, so sleeping for 16 hours a night, that's hypersomnia, or just sleeping during the daytime as well. There's also sleep apnea, which is probably the most dangerous sleep disorder out there, because this is where in the middle of the night, people start to stop breathing. For example, they may have different times of where they stop breathing for 2 minutes or long periods of times, which may cause them to go on a respirator. And then there's parasomnia, which is acting weirdly in your sleep. For example, doing weird different things like talking in your sleep, sleepwalking, just really awkward stuff overall. But there are solutions to these sleep disorders as well. Keeping a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding caffeine is a major one in the afternoon, and also just meditating and relaxing, which can be tied to lucid dreaming, because in lucid dreaming, meditating and calming your mind can create the sense of lucid dreaming for that night. And like I said earlier, bad sleeping habits. If you stay off your electronics before falling asleep, this will get you a nice restful night and will prevent insomnia and the other sleep disorders I discussed. So, overall, together, dreams, lucid dreams, and sleep disorders,
Well, they can all actually be connected to you. If you do sleep, all of these can affect you in some way. If you've ever had a lucid dream, had a dream, or if you have some sort of sleep disorder, these are all very important to you. So,
is this lemonade real? Why aren't these ice cubes melting? Was it all a dream?